also know the feeling that you definitely need to have a field watch. You need to have a Hamilton Khaki field. Of course, all of you know that you don't really need it, but there is this urge, this lusting after a field watch. And I had this feeling, and I ordered a Khaki field. And when they told me that it's not available at the moment, I have to wait 2 weeks or so, I thought to myself, if I only want to scratch the itch of having a field watch, I can look on AliExpress. And this is what I did. And this was came out. It's the Militado ML05 38mm military watch, which is more or less a design copy of the Hamilton Khaki field. But I have to admit that the Khaki field itself takes its roots go back to the 1950s, 60s, especially the 60s, when those field watches were very common, and there were also other manufacturers, but of course the design is very, very close to this Khaki field. Also the side profile and everything. If you had the Khaki field in your hands, it's hard to tell the difference. The surface or the material itself, it's less grainy, it's more plain here, but it feels very, very solid. When you come to the facts, it isn't an automatic or mechanical movement, it's a quartz movement, but it's a VH31 made by Seiko, which gives you this smooth, rather smooth sweep seconds hand. It has a screw down crown, which is also crucial for many of us. I don't really need it as long as it is at least 100 meters water resistant, which is very nice to have. This watch is 100 meters water resistant, and this crown is of course reassuring, and it has a nice domed sapphire crystal, which is really, really cool. And it has some clear anti-reflective coating on the underside of the crystal, which is rather, I would say, rather effective. Not that strong, probably not as strong as by quality manufacturers, but for the price you can't complain. The underside, the case back is rather plain, and of course this one is made to be worn on a NATO strap. This is a single piece NATO strap because I wanted to have this green one, but it is strap monster. I put it on leather and other NATO straps so you can see how it wears on my 7-inch wrist. Today I have my Rolex Air King, which is also you can almost say a field watch, but actually it's more an aviation pilot's watch. But those watches are really, really close to each other. This one with this thickness of 10.5 millimeters, of course, wears very, very comfortable and flat on the wrist. You can see it here. Really, really nice. And also the lume is C3 Super Luminova applied on it. It's rather strong and long lasting, not as long as Seiko lume, but pretty good. My overall thoughts, if you simply want to scratch the itch of having a field watch, this is the way to go, especially if you compare it price wise. You can get these for under 50 euros. What you can get quality wise from other brands like this Casio, which is only made of brass, still a nice watch, but 50 meters of water resistant, no sapphire crystal, and yeah, can't really compete. Also, if you think of Timex, you won't get a sapphire crystal in this price point. Probably have to look at Citizen, double the price, sometimes even more expensive. This one, which is also titanium sapphire crystal, 100 meters of water resistant, and eco drive, so solar powered, also nice field aviation style watch. And if you spend more money going more to the pilot's watch department, then and you want a mechanical movement and automatic, in this case the Laco Augsburg is a very, very nice watch. But if you don't want to spend a lot of money, you want to scratch the itch, and I did with also other models. I have here My latest acquisition, I had it 4 years ago, the Steel Dive, which is of course of the Seiko Willet, a design copy. You always can look at AliExpress. I'm really impressed by the quality. It makes me think every time I buy a watch there, why did I buy so many way more expensive watches if I only want to scratch a certain itch? I hope this video was somehow helpful. I can highly recommend this piece. It's cool. It's a cool holiday watch, knock around, wear any day, everywhere, go anywhere, do anything watch, get a watch, however you want to call it. And yeah, if you have further question, leave some questions in the comment section. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe yet.